make, Jerry. There's a lack of sharpness about.
It really is. They're
Real
not
Madrid.
sharp. They haven't been sharp in the last couple of games for me. I mean, you know, when was the last time you seen Real Madrid concede a goal in the first minute of both halves? And that was in the Copa del Rey when they conceded to Atletico Madrid. Torres scored after 48 seconds in the first minute, and then the second half of the first minute, I think it was 30-odd seconds. Just there's no concentration.
Ronaldo. Home supporters felt like Castro had been fouled on that occasion. Maybe he slipped in these icy conditions. Ronaldo clears the ball, the Brazilian centre-half. Here's the Brazilian left-back of Real Madrid, Marcelo to Ramos, to Varane. Cruz.
Again, this pass, and have a look at the misplaced passes, really, with no pressure on them as well.
With 20 minutes gone, what will be interesting is when our Spanish cousins throw up the number of passes completed by Real Madrid. Pedro Leon, decent cross, Marcelo in the way. Now Cruz, Benzema to James. Ronaldo had a check of exactly where Cristiano Ronaldo was. Gareth Bale hardly had a touch of the ball in the opening quarter of this game. A step over from the Welshman. Well, he should be conditioned to these dipping temperatures.
Yeah, certainly should, but they've got to get more ball to him. Everything seems to be done on the left-hand side at the moment. They open in 20 minutes. And the passing needs to be much better than it has been. It's been very, very lackluster for me.
James, Benzema, met by an excellent tackle by Ronaldo. Tries to play the high line again, and this time is successful.
Well, disappointing there. Ball given away cheaply by Getafe, and Real Madrid start another attack with Toni Kroos.
Ronaldo. It's going to be an interesting matchup for Cristiano Ronaldo and his bodyguard today, Alexis Ruana Delgado, who has a little bit of a reputation. He was sent off against Atletico Madrid earlier in the season.
He's a competitor, Rob, isn't he? He really will get stuck in. He's good in the air. That's the other thing. Normally plays as a centre half, Alexis.
Carvajal. Supporting is Isco. Dips it in. Cruz. Ramos to Marcelo. It's not too often you see Ancelotti so animated this early in the game. Marcelo shakes off the pass. It's a flamboyant back heel. And it's a theme of this game that the Real Madrid passes are not finding their intended targets.
Yeah, it's pretty poor. And James tries to get out of the way. I think Alexis was looking for the free kick, and he's got it. But you know, a lot of these back heels, Rob, there's been at least 3 back heels in the first 20-odd minutes, and they're passing it blind. Somebody really needs to get a hold of the game by the scruff of the neck and get them back on track. It's a team that averaged just under 4 goals a game in the league. Sergio Ramos comes in and wins that one well above Pedro Leon. Now again, this has been a feature. Every time a player jumps, Rob, and you see a hand coming up, they hold their face, they hold their ear as if they've been elbowed. When you're jumping, your arms are going to come up anyway, and only the player knows how much contact's been made.
Castro to Lago. Sarabia. Asking a lot of Juan Rodriguez. He may not have any funds available. He may not be able to bring any players in or send any players out. Okay, Sanchez Flores, but he does have footballers, inverted commas, available to
Yeah.
They're not a team who launch the ball, they like to play it around.
No, Castro, Sarabia, Vasquez, Pedro Leon.
Technically good team, isn't it?
Technically they can pass the ball about, but there's a lack of confidence. If you've only scored 5 league goals at home in 9 league matches in the season, then there's a problem. But then that was the problem Cosmin Contra had. And he left around Christmas time, and now we've got Kike.
Isco to Carvajal. Hoisted in over everybody. Simple header away by Alexis. Benzema to Cruz. Samir eager to get to the ball. Ronaldo. Isco. Now Ronaldo. It was Ronaldo who stops Ronaldo.
Yeah, Ronaldo. They've been solid though, haven't they? They've got behind the ball. As you said, Rob, they're playing one up and hoping to head on the break and get support, but the normal Real Madrid side would be so on top in this game, it's untrue, but their passing's been very poor for me.
Alexis, ankle tapped by Marcelo.
It's another soft one, but an opportunity now, and it's Pedro Leon on the ball. He's a good deliverer of a free kick. And it's an opportunity maybe for Getafe to cause an upset.
Sanchez Flores grants permission for the centre halves, Velázquez and Ronaldo to cross the halfway line for the first time in the game. It's an ambitiously high line that Real Madrid have kept here. Leon, there's a spare man at the far post. Flipped in towards Alvaro. Varane tees it away quite easily. Now James to Benzema. Bowled over by Castro.
That was a clever free kick. It was. Castro's totally just hammered him, hasn't he? Well, the free kick was half decent. They got a spare man on the far post. The ball was put in deep. They looked for the knockdown, and Rafael Varane was the defender who prevented anything coming of it, but it was a good piece of play.
Bale to Ramos. Now Marcelo.
There you have it, Rob. 176 completed out of 233, so there's over 60 passes have gone astray. That's just from Real Madrid.
The mental math has always been good. Varane to Isco. No place to hide at the Coliseum. Alfonso Perez. Ronaldo, Benzema. Marcelo is the obvious outlet on this near side. Here he is. Benzema. Defender slips. He makes the most of that. Lays it back. Isco. Body's thrown in the way. The closest we've come to a goal in the opening 28 minutes. Well, at last Real Madrid step up the game. Carvajal. Gareth Bale. Cruz. Marcelo. The movement off the ball, it's all a little bit obvious. Struck by Cruz to Carvajal. Carvajal, Ronaldo. He's taking care of Ronaldo well. Comes down to Isco. And they find the escape route again, Getafe. Godina, I thought he was the forgotten keeper. He was set to leave in the winter transfer window. Surplus to requirements, but Ruben's injured, so He's back in as the number 1. He could be busy here. Bale gets it on his left foot. Now bends him up, and Codina makes a tidy save. Bale again refuses to go away. Margot prevents the corner. Bale once more.
He's got the athleticism, has Gareth Bale.
Rowan back by Samir. Stopped by James Rodriguez.
Oh, good run.
Good spurt from James. Ronaldo wants it into his path. James was taken down. I think that's going to be our first yellow card of the game.
What an excellent run, super run, and it's Velasquez, Emiliano Velasquez, who's fouled him just outside the D here. Oh, he has. He's taken the player. He's not got anywhere near the ball. Have a look. Super run though from James Rodriguez. Acceleration, 25-30 meters, past 2 or 3 players. And I think the last couple of minutes we've seen a little bit of an improvement from Real Madrid. A lovely combination play between Bale and Benzema here. That was saved by the goalkeeper at the near post. That's a little bit more like it from Real Madrid. And if anybody needs a goal, this is also really good from, and that's the James shot which was blocked. Benzema does really well here, Rob. So the last couple of minutes we've seen a big improvement now. Ronaldo on the ball.
Fancies his chances, Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, it was a 6-man wall. He was running to the midst of it. Marcelo. A spare man in Gareth Bale. Bale. Good save by Codina. Watched it all the way in.
Yeah, but you can see now Gareth Bale starting to come into the game. On the left-hand side, we've seen a lot more better play. That's a good strike on target. The goalkeeper, Codina, has to get behind the ball. You know, they've come to life in the last 5 minutes, Real Madrid.
A chance to get hold of that remote control early. This is your Spanish fur today. Atletico at home against Granada. 4 o'clock kickoff here on Sky Sports 5. Barcelona the 6 o'clock start against Deportivo La Coruña, and well, in the warmth of Andalusia, Sevilla against Malaga. 8 o'clock we see. Good ball through. Ronaldo's beaten to it once more by Codina.
Oh, he was stretched there for Isco. He's trying to control the volley into the path of Cristiano Ronaldo, and Codina was quick to get on the end of it. But it's much better that, you know, for me, I think their alarm clocks have been set for 12:30 here in Spain. With over half an hour gone, they're starting to play some decent football.
Rodriguez. Pedro Leon. So past the first man in Marcelo. He's looking pleading at the referee. His control let him down.
Yeah, only his second league start of the season, Robin. I think he's going to be a little bit ring rusty, but he's a quality player, Pedro Leon.
He had a long wait to play some games this season. The club were reticent to register him, saying that his contract would take them over the limit financially. A lot of negotiating went on, and they resolved things on his 28th birthday, the back end of November, Jerry. And this is his second start back in La Liga.
Yeah, his first game was against Eibar. But they need to build confidence and start getting points again. That's a poor pass. Breaks on.
Samir. Shot was pulled back by Toni Kroos. That was the first card for a Real Madrid player.
He's done that twice now, Samir. Good burst of acceleration from deep in his own half to try and start a good counter-attack movement. Toni Kroos, we can only pull him back. You can see it here. That's all he can do.
Taking a run up to this one. Leon like he's going to have a shot at goal.
Yeah.
Against the great Iker Casillas. Surely not.
Yep.
A set piece that doesn't come off. Castro stopped by Gareth Bale. Goal kick.
Down a cul-de-sac, two players there, Isco and Gareth Bale, both doubling up on him. But you know what, if you were Quique Sanchez Flores, you'd be very happy the way things have gone against this free-scoring Real Madrid team, who very sluggish, very slow to get going.
Marcelo. James. No nonsense from Ronaldo. Marcelo. Ronaldo again. He's always impressed with the centre half. He's on loan from Udinese. One of scores of players who seems to be loaned out from Udinese.
Half a squad's on the loan, and most of them are at Granada.
Yeah, well, surprisingly, he did have a spell at Granada last year.
Yeah.
James to Marcelo. Isco thinking about the shot, supplying the shot, and a tidy save from Codina.
Better quality from Isco, Rob. That's what you need. You know, he's got a half a chance. He's turned the defender inside out, forced a good save from Codina. That's more like it. As I say, they're just starting to grow in stature.
Cruz coming back and helping out Alvaro Vasquez. There's Marcelo. This guy's arguably the most impressive Real Madrid player so far.
I think he sometimes tries to do too much because he is, you know, feeling confident, and he's at the hub of everything.
James. Well, can Getafe spring a surprise on the counter-attack? Alvaro plays it back. Largo joins in. Alvaro Vasquez. Nice pirouette. Where's he going? Nowhere is the answer. Gareth Bale. Ronaldo. James. Bale on that left foot. Rushed his shot up. Was it a cross?
There's a shot come cross. Alexis got his body in the way of it, but starting to dominate and really cause problems both flanks.
Cruz. Isco. Marcelo. Weaves his way through. Marcelo showing willing as well. They've got a corner Real Madrid. Really need to deposit a goal in the back of half-time. Taken short surprise effect here. Marcelo. Marcelo again. Cushion down for Codina. We have the world-class talent Real Madrid have, but they lack an X-factor this lunchtime. Now, Samir with Alvaro. Samir gets it on his right foot, and they're kind of matching them chance for chance.
Yeah, well, that was a 2v2 at one stage, Rob. You know, this is the ball's being knocked down, and the attack is started by the goalkeeper. That's the header down from Sergio Ramos. Then 2-2 the other end. Samir coming inside on his right foot. Can't really get it on target, but it's better. That's all they can do. And he's looked dangerous on the counter-attack, Samir.
Free kick taken from the wrong place.
Well, at least James has shown a little bit of urgency to get on with it and get it done. He wants to keep the tempo high, which is what I think they should do, Real Madrid. High tempo, put them under pressure. Certainly got the better players, Real Madrid, but to show that, they have to prove that. That's great play from Ronaldo.
It is. Ronaldo makes a space. It's a corner again.
He's saying it's a handball.
It is a day when Real Madrid are going to have to dig deep. Cruz.
Another deflection.
Yep, another corner.
They're getting bodies in the way. Give them their credit there, because this is the one Ronaldo said it's a handball. You can see Lago puts his right arm up. It does hit him on the arm.
Nothing short this time. Throw it into the mix. Cadena comes and, well, helped it on its way.
Look at the pace of Rafael.
Reads it well. Gives it to Cruz. Onside. James. Roll one back. Isco. Hanging on in there, Getafe. Benzema. Ramos gives it away. They look exhausted, Getafe. They did have a Copa del Rey game in midweek when they beat Almeria by a single goal. But they had made 9 changes for today's game.
It's pretty much shoulder to shoulder on Juan Rodriguez. He goes down a wee bit easy. Isco wasn't happy with the awarding of the free kick, but looks like it's coming up to half time, Rob. We're going to be 0-0, which, if you're a Getafe supporter or a Barcelona supporter, you'd be quite happy with.
Pedro Leon. They know of his potential, so they send 2 across to deal with it. Marcelo closes it down. No way that crossed the line. Casillas with a good throw. Sets James Rodriguez on his way. James, yet again, pass that does not find its intended target.
Do you not think it was the hard pass that he was going for all the time? You know, there's simple passes on. It doesn't always have to be a 35-40 yard crossfield pass.
Rodriguez. Samir. Leon. He's capable of throwing in an early cross, but there's only one player, Alvaro, in the penalty area for Getafe. He's past Marcelo. Lays it back, and then it's a rush up from Samir.
Well, great play here from Pedro Leon, coming inside Marcelo, and then he has the vision to cut it back to the edge of the box. Unfortunately, again, the shot's a poor one, and that's why they've only scored 5 goals at home this season, Rob. It's a half decent movement from Sarabia, but you've got to hit the target from that range.
James. Benzema. Really shows the desperation when Benzema, the number 9, is starting from deep. There's Marcelo. Ancelotti shuffling things around. Good cross from Bale. Well led by Velázquez. Castro. Samir. He's done a lot of work. He's done brilliant to shake off Marcelo. Leon. Uncertain clearance from Carvajal, and he had 2 to deal with.
Rob, 2 and 2. Again, that's the second time in the first half they've been 2 and 2, and tactically they're playing it well, I think, Getafe.
But defensively they've been very sound. Isco. Benzema takes it. Cruz. Ronaldo looks up. Who wants it? Nobody. Plays it in again. Bale retrieves it. Back to Benzema. Oh, it's a tremendous shot. It's a thunderbolt from Toni Kroos. Looked offside. He was offside.
That's some strike, and there was a little bit of a shout for a penalty kick for a tackle on Gareth Bale, but when the ball came out, Toni Kroos hits it first time on the half volley, Rob, and it rockets off the post. Well, he's not offside, is he, when the pass was made? and it's actually the player who appeals for it. It's minimal contact. He's gone down a wee bit easy there for me. Castro's raising his leg, but what a strike from Toni Kroos. No, it's not a penalty for me.
A wonderful connection from Kroos. Well, the referee adds nothing in terms of time to a first half where Getafe had more than contained Real Madrid. There's been the odd flutter in front of goal, but they've contained Real. If they just had a little bit more belief in front of goal themselves, there could be an upset on the cards here. But half-time, it's Getafe 0, Real Madrid 0.
So an early start, but no early goal for Real Madrid. Getafe look up for this derby and in no mood to roll over. Carlo Ancelotti's side looking to go 4 points clear at the top of the table, but at the moment they are being frustrated. You'll hear Quinton Fortune's thoughts after the break. 0-0 at the break.
Sponsored by Bet365. WWE Royal Rumble live next Sunday night, 1 a.m. Sky Sports HD box office. To order, Sky customers press the green button now or see channel 743 for further details.